Hey guys, it's Brian with SME here, and ThoughtSpot 5.3 just came out this week. So what I wanted to do is share with you some of the new features that I kind of think are going to be game changers. And one of those specifically has to do with pinboards. So what I thought I would do is share my screen here in a second and show you just what I mean, all the cool things you can do. Okay guys, so before we jump over to some new features in pinboarding, I did want to show you this. This is ThoughtSpot's new onboarding feature. It's a really great idea for somebody who's brand new to ThoughtSpot. Instead of showing them a blank search bar and just trying to get them to get started with searching, it actually sort of walks them through the process. You get a nice little 43-second intro video here. Then it shows you a recommended data source to start with from your admin. Then it shows you a recommended pinboard to start with. So if I clicked on this pinboard, then I would be able to go ahead and start asking questions and searching through that data immediately. So you can see how that'd be a nicer, easier introduction to ThoughtSpot, where instead of having no search results or having to come up with that first search on your own, you're already looking at a pinboard that somebody in your admin team has deemed to be the best place for you to start, so you can start interacting with it immediately. Okay, so the other thing I wanted to show you guys are some new features in Pinboard. So I'm just going to pull up my retail sales Pinboard here. And right off the bat, there's some new features. First and foremost, they have some new ways to download as a PDF. And you can see if I click here, we can go from our format or visualizations. In other words, do I want the whole pinboard on one page, or do I want one visualization per page, landscape or portrait? And then it ends up coming out basically like this, just as you would imagine. So really cool. This is one way to see it. Obviously, this is the portrait version of it. Gives you the date at the top, what the filters were at the time that this PDF was created. Super easy way to share or download information from the pinboard. Now, some other features that I really like on this drop-down menu are, for instance, you can follow this. If I follow this, I basically can set a time every day that I want to get this new pinboard insights, which is a super easy way to not really have to be on a distribution list. Is to just be able to basically have the pinboard email you daily, have ThoughtSpot email you daily. Then you have present, which is new, and it's sort of like getting your pinboard in a story mode. So I really like this feature because it's not static. If I go through our story and maybe I'm presenting this to some CXOs at my company or whatever, yeah, I can look at this in the story mode. But then let's just say that a CXO level VP has a question about some of the data you're showing to them. Maybe they want to know more about this. Well, we can do things like immediately drill down in the East and maybe just look at store names, which is going to bring us up a ton of names, just as an example of all the stores in the East. And then I could, do other things from that point, and I can just close back out of that and then actually revert this data back. So really cool story mode feature, which I really love. Gives you the ability to make really great presentations. Here's a map that we can look into, and you'll notice on a map you have this zoom in and zoom out feature as well. And let's just kind of X out of this real quick and go back to the pinboard, because I want to go down to that map for another great feature, and that's called Explore. So Explore actually duplicates and brings up the map underneath and really allows you to do some fun things. So right off the bat, it's saying explore this data. Try these filters. Okay, let's try California, because we can kind of see over here that California has quite a bit of stores. Tops that we're looking at total sales dollar amount by store and by county. So by looking at the different counties here, we can see that this is probably Los Angeles has a high level. So maybe we want to look and sort of isolate a little bit. So there we go. Now by just looking at that filter, we can zoom in, and maybe now I want to look at Los Angeles. So I'm going to right click and I'm going to drill down, and I want to see the store names in there. Okay, so now we're seeing the sales amounts by the different store names of Los Angeles. And of course, as we always can, I can go ahead and sort this real quick. And then maybe I don't want to see everything. Maybe I just want to see the stores that are over 500,000. So I can put a quick filter on this, greater than 500,000. Done. And boom, there you go. So we were able to explore the data right from the pinboard. So, okay, let's say that enabled me to get the answer I was looking for or whatever. Well, really nothing else. See, your pinboard is still right here above it. And we can just go ahead and X out of this, and we're right back to our pinboard again. So really cool features. That's just a few of them. But pinboards are coming a really long way. In my next video, I'm going to talk more about mobile and all the ways that you can maximize using great pinboards in the mobile version of ThoughtSpot, and how that's really going to end up being a game changer. Okay, guys, so what did you think? Obviously, some of those features with pinboards are really, really helpful and amazing, especially being able to not only share what you have on your pinboard as entire pinboards onto PDFs or by page, sending them out to your team, being able to interact in the story mode. Just so many cool features, and I think pinboards are really now the core and hub of really in the heartbeat of ThoughtSpot. So if you guys have any questions about that, by all means, always feel free to leave a comment below, or you can reach out to me personally right here on LinkedIn, or email us at info@smesgroup.com. All right, till next time, guys, we'll see you.